App State is back at home as they welcome the UTA Mavericks for the second time this season. I'm Joshua Kornmeyer alongside Appalachian State head coach Angel Elderkin. Coach, last time out, huge win here in front of the home crowd against the Texas State Bobcats. You swept the season series against them. Talk about the overall team win and what you really saw from your team.
Yeah, I like the way that our team played together on the offensive side of the ball, the way that we shared the ball, the way that we played with confidence. We did address our turnovers. It was just a little bit uncharacteristic of our group to turn the ball over like that. So we did address those things, but for the most part, very pleased offensively. Defensively, we talked after the game and how much LaPrecia Stanley just really got into Tasha Lovett in that second quarter, and it changed things. And we talked again with our team about that. Anytime we're able to defend and keep teams under 60, which is our team goal, this team has success. So, we've never swept the Texas State before, so I thought that was big for our kids to come out and not be complacent against a team that they had already beaten.
You mentioned the defensive side of the ball, and you're welcoming a UTA team that you gave up 99 points to last time out. It was a tough defensive performance. Do you think the team has learned throughout all the games after that one? And what do you think they're going to take from those games and apply here defensively?
I think one of the big takeaways is our team not ready for Sierra Johnson. She didn't play against them last year. So for our team, there wasn't enough emphasis. We needed to really get into our players before that. And so as coaches, we took responsibility for that. Now this time around, when a kid can go for 29 and cause 14 fouls on you, the players have to take some ownership in that, and they're locked into that. Now, Sierra is a good player, and I think the frustrating part, what I don't want to see today, is if she scores for our players to get frustrated. She's going to score, and I think what we can't do is allow her to have as many points and then Big Cat, number 41, to complement her. Thought the 50 points that they were able to score on our post players really, really hurt us in that game.
This is a very deep UTA team, and your team has done well stopping one individual top scorer, but UTA has many different weapons, and they actually have a couple players, Claire Chastain and Asia Evans, who have come alive. How do you really defend every player, including members on the bench?
Yeah, I mean, when I look at the game plan for today, the three guards that are coming off the bench was their three guards that started against us last year. And so in terms of their depth, I think that's what makes them a very good team, that when teams focus on a Sierra Johnson or a Big Cat, number 41, then an Asia Evans, a Claire Chastain, a Brooke Alexander, a McGowan, if you will then hit the team for double figures. And so I think it's just really important that our players are locked in. We did some things last game in transition where we weren't good, where we gave Chastain open threes. Our closeout angles were poor. We let McGowan get to the paint and get fouls. So I think just our overall emphasis on our one-on-one defense since that game hopefully will be better today to help limit some of those bench players and not let somebody else come in the home center today and beat us.
Last time out, Maddie Story fouled out of the game, didn't have any points. What are you expecting from your senior today and a couple other offensive players? Because a lot of your players were in double digits. I believe you had 4 players, Maya Calder, Pre Stanley, Tierra Wilson, and Lainey Gosnell, in double-digit scoring. So how can you continue to up the offensive output and get your senior going?
Yeah, I think when we go back and reflect on the UT Arlington game, neither her or Bailey had great games. And so our hope as a coaching staff is that both of them respond to that. I think both of them responded to that next game at Texas State, but hopefully they remember. I mean, Maddie was in foul trouble, so it was really hard for her to get going for us. She's a senior. This is her last time against UT Arlington. There's no question in my mind that she's going to be ready. And I hope from our last game we can ride the momentum. I think there was 5 players in double figures, and one of them wasn't even Ashley Polachek. And we know down there, Ashley Polachek's performance alone at UT Arlington, we should have won. And I told our team, if we can score 80 points in regulation, we should never lose the ball game. And so I'm hoping this time around we've put a little bit more focus on the defensive game plan, but I hope that doesn't hurt our offense against a very good defensive Arlington team.
Last time it was a double overtime loss. I know that was a very hard and tough loss for the team. Do you mention that at all coming into this game? And if so, is there going to be a fire tenacity to come out here and avenge that double overtime loss?
This team has a good level of self-team awareness. They know what happened. After that game down there, I was mad. Like, and right after the game wasn't appropriate because, they just played their butts off. How many times did we get down 10 in that game? And we just kept fighting back. But we didn't start the game the way that we should have. We didn't execute our game plan. So I think from their perspective is like, wow, we went into double overtime and we didn't even do what we needed to do. Today, if we take the approach of what we need to do, can we put ourselves in a better situation to win the game? So I think our team, they remember what we did bad, and hopefully you'll see growth from our team of not making those same mistakes we did the first time we played them.
Lastly, it's a big home game in Boone, North Carolina, in front of your crowd. Great crowd last time out. What are your final thoughts coming into this game?
I told the team today is our Play for K, our cancer game, and we got them pink uniforms for the first time, and there's one word on the back of the jersey, and it's fight. And, it costs what it costs. Today's not going to be an easy game by any stretch, but we got to go out there and we got to fight for 40 minutes. We got to win the boards. We got to have high energy plays. We got to control what we can control, and that's all that matters. And so hopefully you'll see a team today that plays with excellent amount of energy and really gets after it to win the game.
Thank you, Coach, and we'll talk to you after.
Thank you.